In this video, we'll delve deep into the three main reasons as to why this elections will change everything for the better. The first reason is a shift in political landscape. This South African election is going to be a big deal because it will change how the country is run. The African National Congress has been in power for a very long time, but now it's facing some tough competition. If the ANC loses a lot of its support in this election, it could mean that other parties will become more important in running the country. For example, let's look at what happened in the previous election. The ANC got fewer votes than before, and other parties gained more support. This shows that people are starting to think differently about who they want to lead the country. If this trend continues in the upcoming elections, it could lead to a major shift in South African politics. Think of it as a soccer game where the same team has been winning for several years, but now they're up against some very strong and hungry opponents who are eager to take their place as champions. If the top dog loses, it would shake up the whole league and change the ways in which everyone sees the game. Similarly, if the ANC loses big in this election, it could signal that a new era in South African politics with different parties having more say in how the country is run. The second reason as to why this election will change everything for South Africa is youth influence and participation. This election is so crucial because young people in South Africa are getting more involved in politics and their voices are getting louder. In the past, older politicians usually had the most say in how things were done, but now young people are speaking up and demanding change. For example, during the last election, we saw more young people registering to vote and getting involved in political campaigns. They used social media to spread their messages and connect with others who shared their concerns. This showed that young people are becoming a powerful force in shaping the country's future. One example is the hashtag Fees Must Fall movement, where students protested against high tuition fees. Their activism led to changes in government policies and showed that the youth can also make a real difference when they come together. If young people continue to be active and engaged in this election, they could influence the decisions that affect their future and the future of all South Africans. The third and final reason as to why this election will change everything is South Africans' focus on corruption and accountability. This election is important because it's a chance for South Africans to tackle corruption and make sure that politicians are accountable for their actions. Corruption has been a big problem in this country, with politicians sometimes putting their own interests ahead of the people they're supposed to serve. There have been many scandals involving government officials receiving bribes or misusing money. These scandals have damaged people's trust in the government and made them skeptical about whether politicians are really working for the good of the country or just putting themselves ahead of everyone. One example is the investigation into the state capture, where it was alleged that some politicians were allowing wealthy individuals and businesses to influence government decisions in exchange for personal gain. This scandal shook the country and highlighted the need for stronger measures to fight corruption. In these elections, voters have the opportunity to choose leaders who are committed to rooting or getting rid of corruption and restoring integrity into the government. By holding politicians accountable for their actions, South Africans can start to rebuild trust and create a more transparent and honest political system. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you for tuning into our discussion today. We strive to keep you informed with the latest updates and insights. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and feel free to comment down below to let us know your thoughts. Stay connected for more engaging content. And until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.